Building accountability in our region takes many strategies and different approaches. We have to build awareness of how critical education is to our economic future. We need our community to understand we must make not incremental, but systemic changes to get where we need to be. For example, in conjunction with the Kettering Foundation and Texas Forums, we hosted a series of deliberative dialogues across our region. The dialogues process allowed us to uncover common values and to develop meaningful action plans for our communities. Ultimately, this community voice became the basis for the Blueprint for Educational Change.
Before I was invited to participate in the dialogue series, I had no idea that San Marcos CISD was one of the schools considered to have a significant achievement gap. During the dialogue series, we discussed things like parental influence and how a lot of people in the community have working parents who aren't there when students get home from schools. So you could have a student who needed help with math homework or science homework, and their parents wouldn't be there to assist them because they were working parents. After discussing it through the dialogue series, we saw that it wasn't necessarily the school district that had the achievement gaps. It was kind of the upbringing that was inducing those achievement gaps in the classroom.
Every child that graduates from high school is going to make $1 million more than a child that doesn't, and every child that graduates from a four-year college is going to make $1.1 million more. That's a lot more money circulating through the local economy. We have found changes already, some improvements in educational performance as a result of our efforts. Why are the numbers of FAFSA submissions increasing so rapidly? And it's because of all the efforts to help the students get those filled out and get them turned in, and the encouragement for them to enroll. And all those things help them want to do better in school because now they have a reason.
A beauty of the process that we set up here was that people really developed a sense of ownership. Not just ownership for the problems that they were experiencing in their schools, but ownership for the solutions that they themselves developed.
San Marcos knows how to fix San Marcos education. I think if a solution from Congress or anyone in Washington wouldn't, its overall goal might be something that's worthwhile, but unless you're in the trenches, so to speak, in a local school district, you won't really know how to address those issues unless you're here. So a community's campaign to improve a local school district would probably be more effective than a national campaign to fix every school district.
While the dialogues involved a whole variety of perspectives, some audiences in our community take a particular focus. As the brainchild of Silvia Acevedo and her team, the Feria para Aprender has become the most successful Spanish language-focused education fair in the country.
We are experiencing, unlike any other area, one of the most rapid demographic shifts in history. And just in Central Texas alone, second graders and younger, 80% come from homes that are English language learners.
La Feria is extremely important to a community like Austin. And the number of children, the number of very young children who will be entering the public school system very soon is growing dramatically.
Inside today, we see thousands and thousands of students and families who are coming here for a fair, for a feria, but not just any old feria, a feria to learn.
Many organizations just haven't quite understood how to interact with this population for maximum success.
Feria is all about changing behavior. And it changes behavior of the parents, but who else is it changing the behavior of? Nonprofits, donors, business leaders. So it's really a powerful agent of change. We align the community resources for 21st century population.
Sometimes with all the different nonprofits doing a little bit here and there, it's just not scalable. So it's not enough for everybody to be doing all these great things in their own little world, it makes it that much better when we can all come together and really blow out an event like this.
We train the nonprofits about how to engage the parent. One of the things is, well, sometimes we get so involved in just giving out information, we forget to establish the relationship.
You think about the big picture, a lot of the children being born in the United States are right here in Texas. If we educate them, we will be the most prosperous place on the planet.
Focusing in on populations is critical, but we also need to build broad awareness about the importance of education and what each of us as individuals can do about it. Partnering with Clear Channel Communications, we have launched a year-long radio campaign across all their 5 sister stations that talks to the value of education with specific calls to action for listeners. Here are a couple of examples.
You know, I could sit here for the next 30 seconds and tell you how many Texas children are not kindergarten ready. But why focus on the negative? Let's fix it. How? We'll start by reading to our children, playing with them. Take the time to teach them about shapes and colors. And oh, we can support funding for early childhood education. I'm Jack Ingram and I've joined the Class of Texas. How about you?
Join the Class of Texas and find out how you can mentor or tutor a student in need. Visit case101.com, keyword class.
High school dropouts are far more likely to have children who do not graduate from school, end up incarcerated, and have poorer health and shorter lives. Staying in school means earning a higher income. Support education inside and outside the classroom. I'm Carlos Salinas from the Round Rock community, and I've joined the Class of Texas. How about you? Give time off to your employees, to volunteer in schools, and encourage them to get involved.
Log on to case101.com, keyword class to get involved.
Most recently, we have launched a pilot project in San Marcos based on a state model to get students to help their peers understand that going to college is cool. We're already seeing it grow across our region. It's called Generation Texas, and you can get a taste of it here.
It's not that people don't want to go to college, they're like scared, or they don't know how to, they don't know how to go about going to college, and they don't know the steps to go to college.
You always fall back to what you know. And naturally, if you don't know that there is higher education and that there's better opportunities for you, and all you see is what's going around in your neighborhood, you're going to fall back to that.
Here in Texas, our goal is to ensure they're college and career ready when they finish high school.
I recall sitting down with my parents to fill out the financial aid forms. It's the first time in my entire life I had asked my father, how much do you make? That was a very long night in my house.
People are just searching for so many ways, and there's not really one place where somebody can go and just get all the answers. They have to call multiple agencies, and it just gets too complicated after that.
Welcome to Generation Texas. Generation Texas is a grassroots, community-based movement. It's united in the belief that every student, regardless of circumstances, belongs on the path to college or career education.
It kind of makes me feel like I'm part of it, the generation of Texas, because I'm a first gen, to start going to college, with my brother, and then Texas, it's Texas.
I feel that I already am a part of it, really.
It's telling you the why and the how. Why to go to college and how you can do it.
Dream high. Think big. Imagine what you want to accomplish. Think forward.
And I always tell people, it's no reason why your kids don't pursue a higher education, because regardless of your status, you will be able to get and accomplish whatever you want.
Business needs to lead the way. Corporations and their foundations need to create a college-going culture.
That's what all these students need. It needs a little bit of a push, a little bit of encouragement, because they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of dreams and desires.
That's what Generation Texas is all about. Putting more of our students on the path to success in school, work, and life.
Join Generation Texas by believing in this movement and the potential of these kids.
We are Generation Texas.
I am Generation Texas.
I support Generation Texas.
I support Generation Texas.
I am Generation Texas.
I support Generation Texas, and you should do too.
As you've just seen in the many videos before you, we've been very busy here with Blueprint. We're trying to build a real sense of accountability. We're in this together. We've been making great progress, but we still need your help. Together, we know that Central Texas, as a community, can help every student be successful.